Ricky refuses to apologize for drinking and driving. Plus, Jay posts a sonogram pic. Is he the daddy? While estranged wife goes on a hot date. We've got all the latest 90-Day Fiancé news right now.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hello, 90-Day fans. Welcome to the show that covers the week's hottest 90-Day Fiancé news, headlines, and we break it all down with you live in the chat. We are rolling on YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and maybe give us a little thumbs up because it's about to get real juicy up in here. My name is Christy Olsen, and joining me from AfterBuzz TV's after shows for the entire 90-Day franchise is Linda Antwi. Hello, Linda.
Hello. You know, I watch so much 90 Days. Sometimes I'm like, which one am I watching? Is it happily, before, after? Who knows?
Right. They all just sort of seem to muddle in the mind a little bit. But we do, of course. Good. Yeah, we have our feelings about all these cast members. And they have been busy this week, to say the least.
They really have been. I mean, I know that you and I have talked off of the show just with breaking news. And I was like, have you seen this? And you're like, what?
I was like, have you seen this? I know.
I'm like, what? Yeah, it's crazy.
So we are here for you all to break it down. I want to say hello to our folks in the chat, Nakia, Buddha, Brandon. Everybody's hanging out. We appreciate that. Make sure you let us know what you think about the stories that we are about to roll on because we want to include your input in this show. We're going to kick it off today with something that's very serious. I'm sure a lot of people are going to have feelings about this.
Yep.
And something that you all likely saw Sunday evening on social media. Before the 90 Days Season 2 star Ricky Reyes admitted to drinking and driving, literally said the words, "I endangered people's lives," while Instagramming live from his car and saying that he had just driven home from the bar. Kind of justified it by saying, oh, you know, it's a short drive. However, drive. It was clear in that video that Ricky was slurring his words. He was very, very worse for the wear. And again, he did admit that he had been at the bar drinking and that he did drive. This is all coming straight from the horse's mouth, shall we say.
Yeah. So can you imagine, first of all, he's drunk. Then second of all, he's behind the wheel. Third of all, he's streaming live, so you're distracted driving. So yeah, you are endangering not only your own life, but innocent lives around you. And even though he said it was 2 minutes away from his house, no excuse. We have Uber, we have Lyft, we have taxis, we have public transit, we have the scooters, all of this stuff. There's no reason.
No, absolutely not.
Unless I think he's coming unhinged. And it's almost like a death warrant. And unfortunately, as we know with statistics, when people drive drunk, usually they survive the crash and the innocent person dies.
That's true.
And that's not okay.
No, and I think you're right that he is on a very bad path right now. He recently had a custody of one of his daughters taken away from him.
Restraining order.
Filed, yes. His ex-wife, to-be ex-wife, filed for divorce. So things not going great for him. But you would think at a time like this, when clearly he's on video doing something that is illegal, he would maybe apologize. He would maybe relent a little. Not so much. Ricky deleted his social media for about a day or two. He is back on Instagram today, last night, and just posted kind of saying, oh, I'm sorry to the people that I've unfollowed because I'm rebranding my page. Not, I'm sorry to the lives that I've endangered.
Right.
So if you go there now, it's now called the Ricky Reyes Fitness Project or something like that. And again, not one word about drinking and driving.
Nakia says, lock Ricky up and throw away the key. Dude could have killed someone, anyone. Agreed. And Brandon says, I'm so disappointed in him. I've been disappointed in him since his season ended. I think that ever since then, with all the lies that he told and it all unraveled, that he wants his 15 minutes still, but he's coming about it the wrong way. And it's like always negative, fighting online. It's too much. It's too much.
It is too much. And you'd think that he would maybe see that social media isn't the place where he's going to get the support that he needs right now.
Right.
And I hope that he maybe does come to that realization.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. Speaking of agreeing with you, Jay had a huge week last week coming into this week. I was shook at first. So Jay posted a sonogramic picture of this baby, and all you had was the cat face with the heart eyes emojis, like 100 of them, and that's all he said. So the rumor spread rampantly because, Ashley has been claiming.
She's been peddling this story for weeks.
Yes, that his girlfriend is pregnant. And lo and behold, it seemed like Jay was confirming it. But he didn't say anything else in the comments. So it was a quick post and delete. Because there are two theories out there that Jay perhaps is having a baby with Kayla, or B, that Rain is saying that his other brother is expecting a baby, and that's why they're referring to Auntie, and he's like super excited. But the third theory out there is he's playing a joke, and that baby in the sonogram picture, if you guys see it, we have it posted up here, is a baby smoking a joint and going with the whole like Rastafarian Jamaican culture lifestyle, and he was just joking.
I guess I didn't look that closely at it, but now that you say it, you are absolutely right.
Yep, that's what people are saying online, and that's like the whole like Jamaican culture and all of that. So it could be anything. We don't know, and he's deleted it since then, so we don't know. But
he's just trying to keep us guessing, keep us talking. I assumed that it was the either niece or nephew, the upcoming niece or nephew, and that he is just trying to play with us because Ashley keeps saying this. This is not something she said once a few weeks ago. She continues to say that Kayla is pregnant with Jay's baby. So I think, he's having a little fun, and we've seen him now. He's like doing the TikTok thing. He was asking a week or two ago about where he can get a manager.
Right.
This guy has sort of, I think he's now embracing his newfound fame. He wasn't doing that so much before because he was caught up in the drama. But, I think he probably thought this was pretty damn funny. And you know what, Jay? You did. You got us. You got us for a sec.
You got us. Nakia in the comments says, Caribbean men stay playing games. I should know. I'm from St. Lucia. LOL.
Oh, she's putting him on blast.
Listen, you never know. You never know. It could be another baby mama. It could be him just joking.
Kayla does post a lot of photos and videos of herself with a drink in her hand.
Yeah.
So, that could be, she could be kayfabing us a little bit, but I'm not buying it. She also told me in an Instagram DM that she's not pregnant like a few weeks ago, and I just, I feel the need to trust her.
I feel like she's not. I feel like Jay was, the bait and switch.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm back. I'm going to do a little something, something. Mm-hmm. And speaking of doing a little something, something, Larissa.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I want to talk about Larissa too, but we have to talk about Jay's estranged wife, Ashley, and what she's been up to while he's trying to pull all of our legs. Okay, this is sexy, hot. I always, every single week, Linda tells us what Ashley's been teasing, and I say, I don't buy it. Well, this one turned out to be true. So for a couple weeks, she's sort of been teasing this flirtation with Bachelor in Paradise star Christian Estrada.
Yep.
This last Saturday, the two had a hot date at Disney World.
Disney World,
it's the
Florida.
one in Florida. You can see she posted on her stories. We can definitely see his tattoos here, even though it's not their faces. And also a source, i.e. Ashley, confirmed to Us Weekly that this was a hot date between the two of them. So, last weekend she had the kids, so she couldn't hit up his birthday party. This weekend must have been free mama weekend, and she spent it hanging out with apparently her new flame. What do you think about this?
I'm not sure if it's her new flame or if they are both using each other for attention.
Clout. They're doing it all for clout, Linda?
I mean, anything is possible. I think it's great. I think, you know what, go ahead and, pimp yourself out for the media. Stay relevant, stay current, keep people guessing. I'm all about it.
They probably have the same manager. Somebody's pulling the strings behind the scenes.
It's Disney. Who doesn't want to go to Disney World?
All right. Well, you know what? I'll eat my words on this one, because I'm always sticking it to Ashley. So.
And I'm always defending Ashley. And I say, Ashley, have at it. But I'm still about the dating show. Go ahead and handle that. Put him on your dating show, because Bachelor of Paradise already is having a bunch of production issues. They're having a bunch of off-camera issues. So go ahead and scrap that. Start a new dating show with Ashley. Jump on board and call it a day.
She posted something on her stories a few days ago about that she was looking for some kind of speed dating in New York City, and that made me wonder if that was maybe something for a sizzle reel, something another tease. Is that for the dating show? I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Find out.
But somebody was doing her thing on the red carpet and being very obvious about what she was up to over the weekend.
Yes, Larissa, who is against the queen shall die.
And who doesn't party with the queen will die.
Yes, so Larissa had a blowout birthday party at Crazy Horse 3.
Gentlemen's Club.
Yes, and what's great about this is that she made it so that it was really sentimental, because this is where she had her divorce party from Colty.
Just good vibes, so meaningful.
Yeah, and then this is where she also had her first date with Eric. So she celebrated her 33rd birthday. They were in the VIP room. She was with Carmen, and then Lizzie and
Gutierrez.
I didn't even know they were friends.
Okay, she's very controversial. I didn't know either. She's also known as a bit of a hanger-on, and she is Latina like Larissa. So I'm sure if Lizzie Ann reached out to Larissa, I'm sure Larissa would say, "Hey, this looks like somebody who's fun." I mean, Lizzie Ann. So she has been in the headlines many times over the years.
Yeah.
She had an incident with Chris Brown. She has had a couple dangerous plastic surgery situations internationally that she's been very open about. So this is a girl who's a bit of a, I think I can say, a bit of a hot mess, and found a hot, messy friend to hang with at the Gentlemen's Club.
And so what's crazy about this is that, talking about plastic surgery, we already know that Larissa admitted that she's kind of addicted to plastic surgery.
Yeah.
We've heard that she talked to the dancers about plastic surgery and their workout tips and all of that. So it's interesting that she connected with this girl that has had clearly numerous plastic surgery things.
The good, the bad, and the ugly she's gone through.
And you would think that you would look at her and hear her stories and be like, oh, that's a cautionary tale. I don't know.
It definitely reads to me like a cautionary tale. Chat roll, check out Lizzie Ann Gutierrez and tell us what you think. Nakia said she's still waiting for Larissa to bring her kids over for a better life like she promised. Guess the kids come second.
Ooh, harsh. And here's the thing, we talked about this a little bit as well. So Larissa on her Instagram did like a post and delete as well with her green card. So we all thought, oh my goodness, she has her green card, she's moving forward. And we talked about this a little bit because, I'm an immigrant, and you're not going to post someone else's green card, but that's exactly what she did.
Yep.
And realize, you know what? That's not a good look, because immigration is looking at everything you're doing, including your social media, Larissa. So she backpedaled a little bit and said, this is not mine, it's my friend's.
And the haters are trying to say that I was faking my citizenship.
But you were.
Yeah.
You were. Because what would be the point of you posting your friend's green card for no reason, unless you wanted people to think that
deliberately
you got your green card.
Covering up the name.
That's right. It's ridiculous. Listen, don't take your green card permanent residency for granted, because in this day and age, you never know.
That's right. And we never really have had a concrete update on her status. And she even said, while admitting that wasn't her green card, that I've never said anything about my status, and I'm not going to, apparently. So now we know.
Facts.
Facts. Google it. And while you're Googling, you can check out Darcey's interview on the Jerry O Show this week. She popped up. She was a surprise guest. She surprised Jerry. It was really cute. She didn't say a ton. He asked her about her current relationship status with Tom, and she just said, Jerry, I love Darcey's deflections. They're really the best. But I think kind of the hot news here is that her ex Jesse is in New York at the same time, both hanging out in New York City. Linda, I'm going to go out on a limb and say there is no way that production would pass up that opportunity to get one final blowout between these two. The closure that Darcey was even saying on the show that she didn't get. What do you think?
I'm 100% with you. I think that the entire cast is in New York City. I think they've shown video where they're partying at a rooftop pool.
The cast of Before the 90 Days?
Yes. Okay. So you see Tim, you see Tom, they're partying, and then you see not only Tim posting about Darcey, and Darcey posting about Tom. It's all intertwined. So here's what I'm thinking. They did the tell-all. They brought Jesse in as a surprise guest via Skype, via whatever, his hotel room, and everything pops off. And why I say that is because if you guys watch this week's episode, you saw Tom at the barbershop, talking to his barber, and pulling up Jesse's Insta profile with the 6-pack, and then showing how the pictures that he sent Darcey were from like 10 years ago. So he looks
Tom sent Darcey.
Yeah. So he looks totally different. I think he was feeling a little insecure because Jesse's a little bit younger. He's got that fitness thing going on.
And maybe he's still in the picture, you're saying?
Listen, you're courting a new person. Do you bring up the new person's ex's profile on Instagram unless you're stalking them, which, you know, is completely okay for journalists like us to do, but like an everyday person, not so much. So, yeah, I think that they're all in New York City. I think they're all partying, and I think that the tell-all for this is going to be explosive.
That is a fabulous prediction, and I am going to back you up on that one. And when that all happens, we can refer back to this episode and say, we told you so.
Listen, I've been like 98% on my predictions, so just saying.
Brandon in the chat says he doesn't think Darcey and Tom will work out.
Yeah, well, I don't think they're going to work out either, to be honest. I think that they're going to be great for each other's careers, because you got to remember Darcey is also a singer, and Tom, his Instagram profile says something TV.tv. So, you know, he talked about how he's in the fashion industry, he's a jet setter, all of this. I'm not surprised that, you know, he has aspects of Hollywood.
Nakia in the chat says, is it wrong that I'm still shipping Darcey and Jesse? She's still rooting for him to happen.
Love it.
I mean, you never know.
I want Darcey to find love because you know what? We met her at a TLC cast party, and she's fabulous. She's super sweet, and she really does wear her heart on her sleeve. And so that all the emotional stuff that you see is real. Like, she really just wants to find love.
And I did reach out to her on Instagram today and just told her, you know, that she looked great on Monday on the Jerry O Show, and that just let her know that everyone is speculating that maybe she and Jesse spent some time together in New York. And she just said thank you.
Did you see?
Didn't deny, did not confirm.
Did you see the video with her new hair?
Yes.
She looks fantastic.
Blondes have more fun.
Blondes have more fun? I don't know. Maybe I should put a little blonde in here.
Something tells me, Linda, you have enough fun too.
I do.
I'm just guessing.
I do. That's all right.
Well, another fun girl is having to defend her fun actions. I'm talking about Evelyn. And we saw this week on the show Corey bringing up some past cheating allegations, and both Evelyn and Corey have taken to social media to kind of set the record straight and defend Evelyn. Really, she kind of is playing it a little cooler, laughing this off a bit. But Corey made a pretty heartfelt post where he said, you know, I should not have brought this up, and I am so sorry, and she is so great, and you know what, it's while we were on a break, and just really groveling almost. And I'm not sure that that needed to happen. However, there was a Facebook user who claims that she was playing a card game with Corey, i.e. she ran into him at a casino in his home in Washington. And so she says he's here. And this person who claims to have seen Corey also says, you know, that they hope that Corey dodged a bullet and that he's back in the U.S. for good. What do you make of all this?
Okay, so I'm going to stick to what I've been telling you. So you saw in this last episode how they have quote-unquote promise rings. And I've told you from day one that they've been married for like 5 years. And I think that what being on TV has done is shown a light on where there are cracks in their relationships. And I feel like Corey is feeling like he has to defend her because she's coming across as a terrible, terrible, terrible individual who's cheated on her boyfriend. Like, I watched this episode and said, okay, it could be the editing, but your girlfriend says, I want to take a break. Right? And then 2 minutes later, her ex-boyfriend is in town. She gets with him, and then the ex-boyfriend leaves, and then you come back and be like, okay, break's over. Sounds to me like
it's real convenient.
It's really convenient. It sounds to me like you just wanted to, you know, have a pass on your relationship, which is not okay. And Corey seems, and only from what I see on TV, that he's super sweet and a little bit naive.
Yeah.
And thinking of like his Mormon background and morals and values and thinking everything is all rosy and hunky-dory and people will always do the good thing. That's not necessarily the case. Not only did she cheat on you, she has a prior history with your only friend, Raul. Doesn't mention that, hey, we hooked up back in the day, but hey, go ahead and be friends with him. Go have your own life. I feel like she's setting him up for failure. And then when he posted this, and I only read a little aspect of it, but it's just sad to me. Evelyn is a beautiful person in every aspect. She's the most loving, caring, wonderful person. I've never loved someone more. I hope one day people will meet her in person so you can see exactly what I mean, etc., etc., etc. It goes on for like 2 paragraphs.
Yeah.
Now, in this episode, and I can't think of I think it's El Cacho.
Yeah, I tried to, but I can't, so I won't offend anyone by trying to say the word.
Where it says that your wife or your girlfriend is cheating on you. Yeah, I feel like everyone's making fun of him.
That's the worst part to me, is it's like everyone's laughing behind his back. He's funding this bar that they're probably all hanging out at every night. He's funding her house that she then kicked him out of at the end of the episode. I mean, he does, I'm sure, to the people who have seen Evelyn day to day with the ex and with Raul and whoever else, he probably looks like a big idiot.
Yeah, and to be there by yourself with no family, one friend, don't speak the language very well, and that's your person, and your person is almost betraying you and making you look like a fool. That's a hard place to be in.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yep.
Aw. Poor Corey.
Wishing you well, Corey.
All right. Did you want to tell everybody about what Elizabeth was up to this weekend?
Elizabeth has been super busy. So if you guys remember, a few weeks ago, we told you that Elizabeth had her acting career out there and that she was starring in a movie. Well, she had her red carpet premiere. And if you remember, the movie was called Be Still and Know. And it's basically about some city college girls who go to the forest. Not really the forest, like camping, but I call it the forest. Go camping, and all hell breaks loose. Elizabeth gets lost, and they gotta find her.
It's a Christian thriller.
Yeah,
Did you even know there was such a thing?
No. I didn't.
Do now.
No, I didn't. But, so she had her red carpet premiere. She came with her husband. She looked beautiful. She wore this beautiful red dress. The release of the film has been announced. It's going to be this October. So it's already August, so like 2 months away.
Yeah.
We're going to see Elizabeth on the big screen.
Yeah. You guys can catch the trailer online now.
Yes,
if you want to see a little sneak peek at that one. But congratulations to Elizabeth. She does not have any other acting gigs in the works right now. But
She's
we
the
will
mom.
sure keep our eye on it. Yeah, well, somebody's got to make the money in that family. Let me remind you. All right.
Salawak says, the poster looks like I Know What You Did Last Summer. Super not Christian. Just saying.
It kind of does have that vibe, though, female only. But another mom who was Oh, the chat roll is cracking us up.
I cannot.
Give us a moment.
Nakia says, I'm glad Elizabeth is getting that money because Lord knows Andre ain't doing ish.
The chat roll is sassy today, and I like it.
Nakia.
You guys ain't wrong. Well, someone else who's pretty sassy is one Pow. Bing, bang, boom, Pow. Paola spoke out against the mom shamers over the weekend. So there's a couple aspects to this story. You guys are looking at the picture right now that her husband Russ posted over the weekend. Paola was in her native land visiting friends and family, and Russ is on daddy duty. So we see him here with baby Axel, and he's knocking back a beer. No big deal, maybe a big deal, depending on what you think. Paola was the one to comment on this, though. Fans didn't have a problem with it, but Paola said if she were to post a photo like this, the mom shamers would come out in droves. And she also kind of said, hey, please get baby Axel home safe. So it sounds like she was concerned about this, but everybody else, not so much. Do you have a problem with him?
Not at all.
Drinking while he's taking care of the baby?
Not at all. He's having a beer. He's a grown adult doing grown adult things and showing you that, you know what, he's also being responsible for caring for his baby. So everyone needs to calm all the way down. Okay, it's not like he's driving like Ricky was driving.
That's true.
He has a kid in a special harness. He has one beer. He's not even, I don't even think, can we look at it? Is it on his lips? He's just holding it, so you don't even know. It could be a photo op. Everyone calm all the way down. That's what I say, including Paulo, because I understand that it can be harsh for women, especially mom and body shaming and all of that stuff. And I did hear a rumor online where someone reported her for partying with her friends having drinks and having the baby in the room. So I've heard that. It hasn't been confirmed yet. But here's the thing, you guys. There are going to be a lot of busybodies. There's always going to be trolls. If you know you're a good parent, then you're a good parent. Leave it at that.
Okay, Linda has spoken. Guys, what do you all think in the live chat?
Nakia agrees with Paula. She says it's always a double standard for women. Really? So are you mad at Russ for having a beer, Nakia? Because you know you're my favorite.
No, I think she's just saying that if she's backing up Pao, if Pao was to do it, that it would be a crazy uproar.
She should do it then. She should have a glass of wine and do the carrier and do a side by side and see how people react. That's what I would do.
The Snooki post?
Yes.
Is that what we call that?
Yes. I love it. The Snooki post.
Well, glad the chat roll is rolling because we have a fun little game we want to play with you all now called Do We Ship It? We are going to give you one of the couples that we're watching currently on a 90-day franchise, and we're going to decide, do we ship them, as in keep them in a relationship, or do we ship them out? Like, adios, this ain't gonna last. So today, let's talk about Timothy and Jennifer, with 2 Fs, whose story we haven't seen unfold quite yet, just getting to know Timothy back here in the States, and he is currently on his way to see Jennifer. That's going to all go down next week on Before the 90 Days. But we do also know that Tim has a big secret. He's just been teasing this for a couple episodes now. Zero indication as to what the secret is, but he's having a lot of fun with this on social media, kind of teasing the fans, asking what do they think it's going to be. There's been a lot of speculation that he may be transgender. Another thing that has no evidence whatsoever, and he responded to that and didn't even know what hashtag FTM meant or one of the common phrases for it. So I'm wondering about that one. What do you think his big secret is before we ship them, Linda?
I don't know what his secret is. I am, leaning towards transgender just because. But because he doesn't know, I don't know if he doesn't know or if he's just playing dumb. I don't know what he's doing. I think his secret has to do more with his history with Jennifer than anything else. Maybe they are still married. Maybe,
you mean with the ex-fiance?
Maybe they're still married. Maybe that kid is actually really his, and it's something. They're intertwined somehow, and they're acting like they're not because they're too close and too together. And she's really hating on his new relationship for it to be completely over.
Well, I had just kind of wondered from the beginning what made him just so fiercely protect the child and call him hers and be a part of the life, even though he was never even married to her mom. And that if he is transgender, it would make a lot of sense that he thought maybe he would never have his own children. And so that's why he took that opportunity to really be a dad with the ex-fiance's daughter. So that makes a lot of sense. I also think this could be something legal. He deals with guns. He's a gun artist or something, shall we say?
Yeah, he designs guns. You know what, you guys in the chat, I can't even look because you throw me off. It's very unprofessional, but Selwong says Tim looks like Perez Hilton, and then Amy Ferguson says yes, please be trans, and Selwong said that's what I thought. He does look like a transgender, and then Kimberly Mayfield says the shade, LOL, and Nakia says nope. Don't ship Timothy and Jennifer. Their situation is like a train wreck that's set on fire. Kimberly Mayfield says he's bisexual. Ship them out, Brandon says. They were never married, right? They were just engaged and the child isn't his either. And then Chris says, yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of you buying into this transgender thing, I think people just want that because we haven't had any kind of LGBTQ presence on the show,
Which is interesting because they were supposed to have one this season on Before the 90 Days. Yeah. And they even promoted it, and then all of a sudden they fell off. So I don't know.
We're going to do a little investigating on that, but I think this could have something to do with his gun business. A lot of legalities involved there. Maybe he was transporting weapons when he wasn't supposed to be at some point in time, or something that would prevent him from ever maybe moving to Jennifer's home, or something legal that's going to affect his ability to bring Jennifer here or to go to her.
Yeah, I think it has to do with his ex, and I think that they probably are still married. I'm sticking with that. I am.
All right, so all those things considered, do we ship it?
I'm shipping it all the way up. I'm not for this relationship. Yeah. Yup. I'm not for it. I don't buy it. I don't believe it. I think that he's going to end up with his ex and find out that, you know what? I actually really do love her and I want to be with her. That's why we were together for, 7-8 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is kind of my first instinct to say ship these two out also, but they sort of have George Anfisa vibes to me. And we all know that
Works.
is sort of working now that George is in prison and Anfisa hasn't said a word about him. But I think Jennifer probably wants the same things. Remember, Anfisa was very honest about wanting to come to America, wanting the finer things, wanting to start a modeling career.
Yep.
I think Jennifer is a mirror image. Nothing probably will stop her from bringing herself and her daughter here to America for the new, good, famous life.
You know what? You're absolutely right.
Think so?
You know what? I didn't even think of that. You are absolutely right. And you know what? There's a certain type that likes that, like, take charge woman who's like, this is what I'm about, this is what I'm doing, deal with it or don't deal with it, and like is super like direct. And some guys like that, and I think that you are absolutely right. Anfisa and George, the second version.
It could last between Timothy and Jennifer, people. We will definitely keep you posted. And I think Linda's going to keep everybody posted tonight on the after show. Yeah? Tell everybody where and when to watch.
Yes. So first and foremost, it's all day, 90 days. All day, 90 days. So not just the news. We do the Family Chantel. We do the Other Way. We do Before the 90 Days. Please stay tuned. Stay with us because we have all the juice. You can find me all across social media at Linda Is So Girly.
All right, and make sure that you guys are watching 90 Day Fiancé News daily, every single day, right here on AfterBuzz Reality's channel. And you can always follow me at Christy Reports. Send me screenshots. Let me know what juice you're coming across. We love breaking it down with you guys. You can join us live on YouTube every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific. We will see you next week. Have a good one.
Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners.